Diaries and journals are windows into the past, filled with the personal thoughts, experiences, and secrets of their authors. But when you revisit an old diary, you may stumble upon some hilariously bizarre entries that make you laugh out loud. Whether it's an awkward teenage confession, a strange obsession, or a funny reflection on past events, these quirky snippets offer a humorous glimpse into the minds of their writers. Here are the top 10 funniest things found in old diaries. 1. I'm going to be a famous pop star. Many diaries from the 90s contain dreams of stardom, but one entry stands out for its sheer confidence. A young teenager wrote a page detailing how they were going to become the next big pop sensation. The hilarity comes from the fact that this ambitious dream was written in the same diary where they also documented their battle with algebra homework and a crush on a classmate who didn't even know they existed. 2. Today I ate cereal. It was fine. Sometimes, diaries are filled with intense reflections on life. Other times, they contain absurdly mundane details, like this one. Today I ate cereal. It was fine. This entry has become the ultimate example of how a writer can make even the most ordinary part of their day seem like an event worthy of documenting. It's an amusing reminder of how serious we can get about life's smallest moments. 3. I have a secret crush on my best friend's dog. This diary entry probably made the author cringe when they reread it years later. A teenager poured out their heart about how they had developed a secret crush on their best friend's dog. The sweet, innocent puppy love was all too real, though, and the writer seriously debated whether they should confess their feelings to the dog or just keep it a secret. 4. I had to walk to school in the rain, and my hair got wet. One of the most classic entries in old diaries is a dramatic recounting of a simple inconvenience, like walking to school in the rain. This diary entry took it to the next level by exaggerating the importance of getting their hair wet, describing it as a tragic event that would change their life forever. The melodrama is the stuff of hilarious nostalgia, showcasing how over-the-top a teenager can be about minor struggles. 5. I think I'm in love with a potato. Teenagers sometimes experience intense feelings that make no sense at all. One such entry described a teenager's love for a potato, of all things. They went into great detail about how they stared at the potato for hours, contemplating its shape and wondering if the potato felt the same way about them. It's both an odd and oddly endearing example of the overactive imagination of youth. 6. My mom took my phone away. Life is over. The rise of cell phones has led to some very relatable diary entries, especially when a teenager's phone gets taken away by a parent. One particular entry, my mom took my phone away. Life is over, captures the overdramatic sense of loss that so many can relate to. Reading it years later gives you a chuckle, knowing how important that phone seemed at the time. 7. I watched TV for 6 hours today. I'm not proud of it. While some diary entries are filled with guilt over a missed opportunity or a bad decision, this entry perfectly encapsulates a lazy day spent in front of the TV. I watched TV for 6 hours today. I'm not proud of it. It's a funny and relatable moment, especially when you think back to when hours of binge watching were reserved for the guilty pleasures of your youth. 8. I have to do the dishes. It's the worst thing in the world. There are moments in life when you feel like doing the dishes is a punishment worse than anything else. One diarist made an epic declaration about how doing the dishes was the worst thing in the world, and went on to detail how it was almost impossible to finish this chore without suffering. It's an over-the-top response to a menial task that most people can relate to but are too embarrassed to admit. 9. I can't stop thinking about the pizza I had for dinner. Food-related diary entries are always amusing, especially when they focus on something seemingly mundane. One diary from a teenager describes their undying love for the pizza they had for dinner, recounting every single bite and how it made him feel. The writer felt so strongly about it that they wrote multiple pages about how the pizza was life-changing, a reminder of how passionately people can feel about their favorite foods. 10. I had a dream I was a sandwich. Some diary entries are just plain weird, and this one definitely qualifies. One writer recounted a dream where they were a sandwich, experiencing all the joys and hardships of being between two pieces of bread. The absurdity of the situation made it all the more funny, and the writer's reflections on this dream were both humorous and puzzling, showing the strange ways our minds work when we sleep. Old diaries are like time capsules, revealing the innocent, awkward, and sometimes downright funny thoughts of their authors. These humorous entries remind us of the eccentricities of our younger selves and the over-the-top emotions we once experienced. Whether it's a passionate love for a potato, dramatic rants about mundane tasks, or an obsession with pizza, these funny diary moments offer a hilarious glimpse into the past. Looking back at these entries, it's easy to appreciate how much we've grown and how much we still love to laugh at our younger selves.